how do you go from being an NBA star
Javaris Crittenton and Kobe, you like it? I guess so.
to a notorious gangster facing life in prison for murder? Growing up in the projects of Atlanta during the early 2000s, he was a straight-A student, class president, and a basketball phenom. At just 19 years old, Javaris was an NBA star, playing next to Kobe Bryant. He was on top of the world. One night during his first offseason, Javaris was out partying at the Block nightclub in Hollywood when someone caught his eye from across the room. Famous Atlanta rapper Dollar, surrounded by his crew, flashing diamond chains, beautiful women, and designer clothes. Young Javaris was mesmerized, so he decided to introduce himself, only to find out that Dollar and his crew were part of a notorious LA street gang, the Mansfield Gangster Crips. And with Javaris being a professional athlete and all, he should have just walked away right then and there. But instead, he was so enticed by the gangster lifestyle that he hung out with Dollar and his crew all night long. And over the next couple of months, Javaris grew even closer to the gang, until eventually he became an official Mansfield Crip. After joining the gang, Javaris was never able to gain his footing in the NBA, and in December of 2009, his struggling basketball career went completely off the deep end. During a team flight to Washington, Javaris decided to pass the time by gambling on card games with his teammates, and after losing thousands of dollars, Javaris was pissed. So in the heat of the moment, he ended up getting into a fight with his teammate, Gilbert Arenas. A couple of days later, Javaris pulled up to the Wizards arena and walked into the team's locker room with a loaded weapon. Javaris' contract with the Wizards was terminated. After just 2.5 years, 22-year-old Javaris was officially out of the NBA. After leaving a local barbershop, Javaris was robbed of everything he had on him by a rival gang member that Javaris recognized, 17-year-old ROC crew member Lil Tick. On August 19th, 2011 at 9:30 p.m., Javaris was in the back seat of a rented Chevy Tahoe with his cousin Scooter up front, driving him to Lil Tick's last known location, Glen Rose Heights, just outside of Atlanta. And as he turned onto Macon Drive, Javaris spotted this target on the sidewalk and opened fire. But instead of hitting Lil Tick, Javaris missed and accidentally hit an innocent woman. So with this, panicked Javaris Crittenton fled the scene as witnesses called the cops. After medics arrived, the woman was rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital, where just 2 hours later, at 11:34 p.m., she was pronounced dead, making Javaris Crittenton a stone-cold killer.
Atlanta 911 emergency operator 44.
Send the police to make them drive. Well, they had a drive-by.
You said you know who did the shooting?
Yeah, the basketball player, Crittenton, Crittenton.
In exchange for dropping several charges, Javaris pled guilty to aggravated assault with a firearm and voluntary manslaughter, and as a result, he was sentenced to 23 years in federal prison. So, as of this recording, Javaris is being held at Calhoun State Prison in Georgia, where, pending good behavior, he has an expected release date of December 13th, 2036.